Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. Hey, ladies, welcome to Live Free TV with Lisa Marie. I'm in my kitchen, and soon my tile will be so beautiful, and everybody can see it now. I'm in my kitchen in my Ghana apartment. I think I say it so much because I'm still like saying it to myself. If I think about this too long, it's all too amazing. So the best thing to do is not think about it. So I haven't been out all day. I've been actually straightening up, putting my stuff away. It's like I lost some things. When I've been moving from house to house, you've been losing some. I lost some jewelry that I actually bought from here, which was very inexpensive, so I'm good. But you don't want to lose anything. So I've been doing raw all day. Had salad, had smoothies, had tea, had fruit, and I'm going to do another salad tonight and drink some water. And my smoothie was spirulina, pineapple, mango, bananas, and some water. And of course, again, like I said, the spirulina to make it green. So I'm working with what I got. You know what I'm saying? What I got is not. What I got is this blender. This y'all know these. It's pretty much, yeah, this blender, a regular Phillips. It does the job, and I'm happy. Like I don't know about putting no greens up in there, but it does the job. I wonder if my Vitamix, if I did bring it back to Ghana, if it would actually convert. Because there's some blenders that you can't use the converter, but I'm thinking the Vitamix. I'm pretty sure you probably could. So I would like to have. That's the one thing that I do would love to have. I may not be able to. I may sell it as well. Is the Vitamix, maybe the food processor and the dehydrator, but not necessarily either. I mean, if we could, it'd be nice, and I would mind. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes if I keep my raw food kitchen stuff. I'm not really sure. I'm just allowing for the change. This is the week we've been extended again. Ghana, Accra is on lockdown. I don't know all the other regions that may be locked down. I don't know if it's extended to further regions in Ghana. I don't watch the news. I don't even have a TV. Okay, I don't even have a television to be watching no day news. Okay, so but I know that's in another week. So I am just really, being in and doing stuff that I need to do around the house. Oh, even though I just moved, you would think that, what do I have to do? There's always organization. And you know what? And some too about this idea of staying put. Like when you have lived out there for a month in hotels and guest house and friends' places, and you finally got your own place, oh my God, like we do run away a lot, don't we? It seems like we run away from ourselves and being in our own homes. I know that could be like, whoa. But I feel like it's such a great opportunity. The last time I felt this very special feeling of the universe or the world, if you will, rearranging, recalibrating, redesigning itself was during the 2012, yeah, 2012, that whole ending of the Maya calendar. That was the last time I felt that gravitational or that, cosmic shift. I felt something then, and I know that my years from 2012 to 2020, it was, I think, what is that, 8 years? That has been like the 8 years has been pretty amazing to me. It's been marriage, moving to another state from California to North Carolina, buying 18.85 at 15, or almost 20 acres of land, and all these, then moving again from Saxapaha, the country of North Carolina, to the city of Durham, and then moving again to Ghana, West Africa. Like this 8 year cycle has really been, the world was recreated. And if you don't know it, and if you can't see it, think about your time, go back and look at, get a journal out, get a book out, and go back to whatever you need to go back to from 2012, and then look at what transpired in the time of between that time and 2020, and you'll probably notice like it's been some ginormous, gigantic leaps. Like you changed some stuff, and because I've done another year that kind of 9 for completion. There's things that you will never do or do in the same way again. Such an understanding, understanding of even rituals and how I broke some of those rituals. So some of those ways that I was showing up as a teacher, a healer, I no longer show up in those ways, but I'm showing up in other ways. I moved into vibratory frequency and law of attraction as opposed to the dismantling of the discontent that a lot of us have and really don't know why. I think a lot of it has to do with our disconnection to our homeland. And I think that you don't have to plan on living in Africa, staying in Africa, but definitely visit it. It'll be, and stay long enough where you could see your falsehoods falling and all the things you thought about, talked about, worried about, even chanted about, if you will become very unnecessary. It's like this kind of therapy that I think going home affords you in a way that other therapies may not. So those are, I think going home is in addition to other therapies, but I've tried to the other day talk to my group about the African mind or the African cosmology or the way the African sees themselves in the universe and the way that I say the African on the continent and then the African in the diaspora. It's different now, and not just the American or Americas, if you will, diaspora, but whether you're coming from the UK, you're coming from Europe, you're coming from wherever black folks may be and have been dispersed or have left or traveled or migrated to. Once you come out of that center, there's something that you have to adapt. If you're not really fully doing your culture, then who culture are you doing? And that concept of doing another culture, in a lot of ways, I see has we've been schizophrenic even in our thought process, processing everything, the way we talk, the words we use, they're very much different than the idea. Even our psyches or our passive aggressiveness, all of that is not very African. And if you allow Africa, if you allow Ghana, if you allow it, it will bring you back out. The only word I can think of is the word that I keep feeling with the earth is the recalibration. And I feel like that's the same thing of your cells in your body, your genetic memory, your historic memory. Like I said yesterday, when a sister of my client was talking about slavery, and I couldn't connect to it, I forgot we were slaves. That says something deeper going on. I always want to ask you, let me ask you, I never asked this question before, but just came here. And y'all answer, please. Would you like to be that in tune? Would you like to know that? Because there's a certain kind of fearlessness that one has to have in order to want to be that in tune. To be in tune is to be fearless. To want to be in tune is to be fearless. In other words, it means I want to know. I want to stop acting like I don't know. I want to deny that I do know. I want to stop contemplating, over guessing. I want to stop, because we're in, like I said, contemplation is a state of, in a sense, distortion in some ways. Because the more you think about something, the more you change the thing that you originally thought about. It's like having a pure, wonderful desire, a pure, wonderful dream, and you announce it to somebody or many somebodies. And the moment you announce it, they tear it down to the point that you don't even want it anymore. So I think over contemplation is a distortion. It's not very African, and it doesn't need to be. We take pride in thinking things out. We take pride in analyzing it till it's nothing left. We take pride in, but yet our soul wants to evolve now. And I think that is the disconnection which causes the discord in you, is that you know that whatever you want, you knew what the right answer was, but you're in that this kind of thing that we think is such a sign of civilization or mental advancement. we think contemplation is that, and it's so not necessary. I even think we kind of adopted the Asian way where, you're sitting and you're constantly in a sense, and maybe we just don't understand meditation, because it feels like meditation is still trying to make yourself be in a state that you're not. Nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing. But if a lot of us, we even take meditation and use it as over contemplation or constant asking, which to both those things mean that we don't have the faith, that we don't believe that asking shall be given. So it's just a whole other like way of, it's a different concept. And I enjoy it. I allow myself to be a part of the culture as much as I can, even if it's just by understanding that I don't understand the culture in every way and that I want to, period. You want to, you don't, and you want to. It's a beautiful thing. At the same time, being yourself. A few things that I had to adapt or do differently here in Ghana that I would not do or have to do in a sense in the States is, I want to name a few things. One is enunciating your words and speaking a little slower because Ghanaians speak many different dialects and languages. It could be Ga, it could be Tree, it could be Hausa, it could be so many other ones that I don't even know. And so there is English. They do know English, but a lot of times our English. So our could be English. They learn more of that. I think the British style of English. But even if you're going to speak in whatever style, if you speak English from the States or even Black American English, I just feel like you have to slow it down and make sure they understand your words. Because I have been the interpreter for my sister. She has more of a Southern accent, so that's what they have to get, and Southern ways of saying things that they don't understand because they learn English from like this. So I always look them in the eye, people in general, but especially here, and I make sure that I am saying the words or saying what I want or asking a question in a way that I think that they will understand. And that's to me, you got to care enough to do that. You can't just expect them to know what you said or you use your, idioms or expressions or sayings that this is beyond English now, just like they have as well, right? The and all these little sounds that they make, that's part of the language as well. And all of it means something. It's part of an expression of something, an emotion. So that's something I learned. Speak so they can understand you, even though you're speaking English and they're speaking English. Not too fast, and enunciate where possible, and make sure that they understand, because sometimes they don't. Another thing I learned is if you don't know the accent, I'm talking about the English accent well, or it's not as familiar, when you're doing business, like agreeing on what time the maintenance man is going to come to do the job he said he's going to do and exactly what he's doing, never negotiate on the phone. The accent, the expression, the way of speaking that Africans have, it's more than just words coming out of the mouth. So if you can't see it, you're only getting half the story. You're missing out. So there's going to be a possible miscommunication when you don't understand the accent as well, or they don't really understand yours. The phone just muffles things, and I will not conduct anything important. It's just to say, I'll see you when you get here, or what time are we meeting, or where should I meet you? We need to have conversation, definitely. Another thing, that's like a little adjustment, like that thing. The other thing is, I learn a lot by show me. So every time I'll ask a question like, tell me about how the garbage works. Ask the maintenance man. Who picks it up? Where do I leave it? How often? How does it work? And he was telling me something on the phone. Can't hear him. He's saying yes to stuff. I'm saying yes. We both don't know what we say yes to. So I said, could you come over and show me? Show you. Number three. Show me. Oh, show me where that is. The store up the road. Let's walk to it right now. Show me. I'm gonna show me. I go by if I see it and I walk through it, then I go to it, and you show me, I can remember it better. And then I know for a fact that we're talking about the same thing. Because you could be talking about one thing, they could be talking about another. That's what I noticed. Another thing is things about Ghana. Like any house you live in, you got to get used to the normal sounds, the normal smells. It's weird. So like you smell things burning. You from the States, you trying to check y'all, make sure your oven, I ain't even got one, or something is not burning. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not familiar with, and find out what are they bringing trash, when do they do that, where do they do that, so you can be familiar with different things or calls, like somebody might be selling something, so they're walking up the road and they're yelling out what they're selling, but you don't know what that is. Like, find out all of that. Questions. Where's the fruit stand? Where are the places that are close and not to you? Another thing I learned, if you got some money, and I'm not saying being rich, if you got some money to pay for services, you can. Me, I know I want fruit every day. You can get somebody to have the girl knock on the door and bring the fruit every day. Of course, you pay for it, but you can really have that. You can basically have what you want. If you want to pay for it, somebody will do something for you. So, but of course, get out. Like today, I don't have a scissors, so I'm going to walk up the road and see if one of these stores have a scissor so I can cut these extensions out and wear my natural hair because it's just time. So yeah, that's what I've learned is, and always, if you really wanted to make a Ghanaian smile, say midasi, thank you, mache, maha, macho, etisen, all the greetings, kambra, terasi, sit, stand, sorry, sit, like whatever you could remember, just those basic greetings. Yo, I think is like yes, chale, but so don't say that because that's a little more informal. But anyway, just that makes them smile, and they're always amazed that you would want to learn the language. So learn the language. So all the things that I'm going to be doing. So over the next year, this year, 2020, we're going to have somebody coming in, one intensive where we're learning tree for sure, for sure. We're going to have people tell us more about the culture and just what I see. The best thing I think that you could do is, like I said, they already know you're a foreigner by the way you dress. I mean, that not every. I don't want to say they because who am I talking about? The average person, especially I say take off the lipstick, and even with that, if I walk down the street, they're not gonna know by the way I look that I'm not Ghanaian, but they're gonna know by the way I move, or if they talk to me and I don't respond, then they know. So either way, yes, they're gonna know. So the thing is, I say want to be that Ghanaian in a sense, want to immerse in the culture, and that just takes you so far. They laugh at first when they ask me what's my name, when I say Ajua Lisa, they just think it's hilarious that I'm taking this Akan name. That's how it looks like to them. At the same time, there's a lot of Ghanaians that understand you are them. You're Black American, but you're Black, you're African, and they get that too. So it's beautiful. It's a great time. And know every time you go outside, you will sweat. You will sweat in the house too. Sweating is the best part. Really, it is. So, hey, Emma. Hey, Lakeisha, Mache. Hey, the Sublime Swan. How are you? Hi, and Theorist. Hey, good morning. Beautiful to you as well. Hey, sis, love everything you've been showing us. Thank you. Good morning, Mache. Hey, this really look awesome today. Funky and youthful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm interested in that Vitamix. I know that's right. Somebody want my Vitamix. I know. I'm going to sell it all. I would pay for shipping. Okay. I will think about it. I will definitely think about it. It's so hard with the shipping because so many of y'all want shipping and my sister can't do it. And y'all all say just me and just one time. And it's like, y'all know how many of y'all want it. So that's the difficult part. Hey girl, hey beautiful, hey sis. But I just have to meditate on it and figure out what other ways could you get the stuff, because I know the way I'm doing is kind of hard. Good morning, Oshun. Hey, good morning. I'm glad you're in your own home. I definitely can relate to Lisa Marie. Yes, DJ, Great rising. Hey, Black Minds in Meditation. Let's see. Yes, I want to be fearless. Yes, good. Okay. Over contemplation is a distortion. I'm telling you, I figured it out. Peace, you look beautiful. Hey, sis, how are you? Janae, that's my girl, y'all. I do. Yes. Okay, good. You answered the question. And over meditating can be an escape for some. Yes, I think so. I think, let me tell you what I think. Okay. Let me tell you about meditation that I find that for me, when you learn a formal style of meditation, sometimes it can kind of trip you up. And let me just say why, because you start thinking that if you're not doing that formal way of meditation, then you're never, then all the other times that you're not doing that formal way, you're not meditating. And for me, I realized that sometimes it's a second. Sometimes I remember dropping my daughter off or going to pick her up for, like, let's say, after school program. And literally, I'm sitting in the car waiting. It might be raining outside, could be a beautiful sunny day, it doesn't matter. But that sometimes I'm so lost in really a deep knowing, a deep inner meditation, that only when somebody honks or comes near the glass or opens the door, knocks on the door, that I wake up. That's happened to me on several occasions. Sometimes I'm washing the dishes. Sometimes I'm putting food in the refrigerator. I mean, sometimes I'm writing and meditating. Sometimes I'm just sitting here. So meditation should be normal. It should be as needed. It should be like breastfeeding. You do it on demand. You don't have a schedule. It should, and that's when I remember doing the book by Queen of Fool called Sacred Woman. And I remember in the book, and maybe even in Heal Thyself, her other book, her first one, I remember her saying that one day that you will practice meditating and do it in a sense so well that soon you become a moving meditation. I meditate a lot. That going on or going out, it's not formal anymore, and it hasn't hurt me not to be formal. Because the divine's going to talk to you in different ways. A video that might pop up, a comment in the comment section, something you saw, a picture, something you heard from a song. I mean, it's the way it talks to you. If you're not open to it, you're just open at the moment you first wake up or go to sleep or whatever your routine, then you're looking for the routine and you're never looking for the divine. The routine, it's interesting. I'll say this to you. So Faustina and Kojo are Christians. They don't say it, but it's obvious. I can tell just by the way they move and the music they play on Sunday, and just that. I think he said it, but I don't remember. But I know that they're Christians, and you just know. They not holy rollers. They not up in your face. They don't tell you what the Christian thing is and what they're gonna do. They just do things that if a person really was what they say they are would do. I've met real Christians in the sense of that brotherly love, that sisterly love, that helping just because they're in need. That is a what's supposed to be a very Christian concept that a lot of times we never see. So they don't have to have the cross. I don't see crosses around their neck, or I don't see them crossing themselves. Not now. I'm sure the ones that's Catholic might actually form and do it. It's how they treat people is more than the title. See, that's a different. You gotta. That's a movement that is something else. So you don't really. The religion doesn't even look like it's there in the way that you've seen people screaming and rolling on floors, and then they be backstabbing and backstabbing. Okay, so concept, y'all, just beautiful concept. Like I'm gonna start writing again. I'm gonna start getting still. This me like, okay, I should go outside. Well, there's nowhere to go. I mean, there is places, but there's nowhere. Like you can't sit at a bar, and I'm doing my best to not to eat that delicious food on the street because I can go out here right now. I can go any corner right now, and there's gonna be some rice and beans and some salad and I'm not going to do it. But I do have some plantains, and I got some coconut oil. I think I'm doing some plantains and some coconut oil, and I do got some black eyed peas that I bought as well. But right now, for the next couple of days, we're detoxing and we're doing raw, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Um, I will say this too, like it's the sun, it's the sweat, it's all that, but it's the relaxation. You will start to age in reverse. Like you will start to, just the pace. It's my pace. It's my personality. It's my movement, it's my activity level. It's like if you ever discover who you are and do all my classes, that's what it's always about. And you know without a doubt who you are, what you like, what you want, and then you end up in that place. You know that you put some stuff out there. I'm all about this high vibrational frequency. That's why I said, hey, you know what? We don't have to get our videos flagged. We don't have to get our videos taken down. I say we don't have to do none of that. Nobody. We don't need to go there. What we need to do is show the love and the joy. Right now, I'm taking my time. I know there'll be some be like, oh, you blog, but I want you to be out more. I want to see this and that in the events. There's a sister on YouTube. I love her Ghana vlog. She's a Ghanaian born, but I think she was raised in Canada. Her name is Ivy Prosper. She shows you the galleries, the openings, the places. I mean, I got so much information from her that once the lockdown is over, I might be out every night, okay? I mean, from all kinds of, and she worked on the Year of Return project. She's wonderful, and so she'll give you those outdoor clips. I may not always be able to do that. So my vlogging is more about reflection. But of course, when I start going out more, I will definitely be taking y'all with me as I do, because I found out from her there's a lot to do in Accra. I'm sure Ghana in general, but I mean, I would definitely say Accra, because, you know, it's the capital. And I'm about to get up in all this Accra-ness. Lots and lots of live music. I love live bands. Local live bands that's good, the ones that's good, oh yeah. It's so many live bands, a lot of reggae in Ghana they do. A lot of Ghanaians love reggae. A lot of Ghanaians are straight Rasta. So not just a lot of, I must have scratched myself in my sleep, but a lot of reggae. But a lot of good music, a lot of high life, a lot of Afro beats. I mean, it's alive. It's alive. So yeah, if you are enjoying this, if you're enjoying these videos and they're coming to you, feel free to donate. Thank you so much, sister, that woman. You anonymous. You told me that, and I will definitely do that. But you know who you are. Thank you for that donation, ladies. Thank you so much. It's gonna help me to do a lot of the things that you'll want to do, and I want to do as well. And when the lockdown's over, we'll go out to do it. I am going to take a walk up the road just to get my bearings and know where I am. So I'm going to do that right now. And we'll come back and do some things. So yes, y'all, I'm taking my hair out. I'm taking it all out, and I'm going to wear my natural. I'm wearing a little fro. And when the lockdown is over, I'm going to be the first one up there to get my hair braided again. But right now, no need. I'm gonna let it breathe. Let's see, did I get everybody? Yes, okay. I missed. Okay. I know, that's right. Okay. Great Rising. Hey, wanna be? Yes. Avocado, yes. And oh, yes. Latoya says Grand Rising. Everyone, love and peace on this Monday. Yes. Sister, did you find out about how the visa works? No. So, y'all, with the visa, I don't know how it works. Those agencies, those places, so they're not really processing anything because you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere anyway. Like you ain't going, the borders are closed. So all of that, you can't go nowhere. It's a lockdown. I mean, I could go online and see how they do it, but I don't even, and then I would still have to wait till the lockdown. You know, those are all non-essential. Right now, everybody that's here is here, and everything is done so differently because of this, you know. So they don't, no, they're not letting you go and renew your visa and all of that stuff when where you don't go anyway. You ain't going nowhere. So I'm just gonna wait until, you know, they say you can be out again, and then I can go take care and those offices are open again because I want to do everything in person. I want to go down there. I want to do it in person. So yeah, so I'm not worried at all. I know we're all in the good. I'll see if the office is open, but I know that's not an essential unless my visa's running out, which I don't know if it is. I got to check. So I'll figure it out, but I didn't yet, and I'll let you know. But I'll say this, I don't know what it is, but I mean, you could obviously come live here. I was watching that video by Ivy Prosper. And it was the year of the return, and how was it 126? How many people were made citizens rather, gained their citizenship in Ghana, blacks from the diaspora. Some of them lived here for 13 years. Some lived here for 18. Some lived here for 5. Some lived here. So you obviously can live here. And I definitely, I mean, yes, if you ask me, do I want my citizenship for Ghana? Yes. What, am I going to pursue it? Yes. Am I all about staying? Yes. Do I never want? I don't need to go back at all. Like just when the border's open, I can go back and forth to see my daughter, or she can come see me. But I mean, as far as like, no, mm-mm. I just got to get this move over with. Then I'm gonna feel better. Then I just need to let the old go, and I would love to sell it. Let me explain to y'all the deal. I got one person. All of y'all want me to send it. Who's sending it? She got children. She got a life. Trying to go to the post office. We all supposed to be on lockdown anyway, so it makes it kind of difficult. It just it's too much. It's like packing it. It's not just paying for it. It's that's a lot of work, and y'all. I got a lot of stuff. If you do it for one person, you got to do it for everybody. So I know y'all want it, and there's no way for us to ship it. So I don't think I'm just gonna have a lot. I don't want to have a storage. I really don't, because it's expensive. For what I pay for storage, I can get another year's rent here. You know, another. I mean, yeah, like I don't want to do that. So I would like to sell everything, but I understand if y'all not near or able to travel to North Carolina, then you can't get it. So I'm going to have to think of some other alternatives, like somebody said estate sales, or I don't know, somewhere they, like you said, buy the whole house. Or I need that right now because I do want to sell. I want to sell. I need to sell. And I want to start over, and I want to buy some new stuff. I'm done with that. Like I let that go, all of it. Like this is my home now. This is where I want to be. You know, I want to be here. I want to be right here. So yes, what? Okay, I'm gonna try to do a live stream outside, but we'll see because I know walking on the side of the road when there ain't no sidewalk, you gotta be paying attention and watching you live. Queenly say, "Hey, Frank." Etison. I want to not be fearful. However, we have always heard that they really don't like us. Oh, it's not true. It's not true. Yeah, you know, somebody told me that on the phone. It was a credit card company. She said, I just want to let you know, they don't like us. They don't like you. They don't like us there. I asked her, has she ever been to Ghana? No. Any other country in Africa? No. How do you know that? I don't, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I ever like heard that. I heard that, but it never made sense to me. So that's probably why I never processed it. It never made sense. Why would they not like us? They don't even know us. I mean, I don't know. It never stuck with me, that thing. So for them not to like us, like what? I mean, you gotta think about it. Why wouldn't they like you if you don't live near them? They don't even know you. People are trying to eat every day and live their life. They're not sitting there having intellectual conversations about you. I mean, that's just the truth. Like, I mean, honestly, like for real, for real. So the idea they don't like us, they don't. Some of them don't know the history of it, and they're trying to eat. They're trying to go to their mama house. They're trying to. They ain't thinking about African Americans. Are they really African? Like, no, nobody's. So, you know, the year of return was good for everybody. The Ghanaians was loving the diasporans coming in. Yeah, we were supporting the local economy. Artists, everybody was eating good, honey, and it was beautiful. And they also were surprised that we wanted to come back. They clearly know that you're their brother or their sister. I don't feel like Ghana has that problem. I think they got eyes. You know, unlike the one country I went to, that you know, they got eyes and can see you black like that. I mean, you know, the absurdity of some countries, I think, in the States probably makes it hard for us to believe that they see themselves when they see you. You don't look anything like nobody, don't look like in their family, so they know you are African and you are just African American, or you're from America, or you're the black American system. But I don't think that's like, I want to tell people, like, don't be afraid. Like, nobody has a problem with you. No, that's not them. That's not even a spirit. That's not like Ghanaian spirit. Like, why? You look just like me. So, you know, like I said, there's Ghanaians that's abroad that haven't been home since they was 5 years old. They might have some of the language, but they still feel like strangers sometimes too, just a tad bit as well. But no doubt that nobody's gonna take their Ghanaian from them, even their first generation. So no, you don't have to worry. I'm telling you that one I can tell you for sure, but I understand what people said, but no, 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 it's not true. Hey, big sister Lisa. Hey, Mary Ellen Love. How you doing? So yeah, I would not take that out your head, and it's lies, lies. I love that you are loving the sweat. Oh, I love the sweat. The sweat. Look at me, like I could see, and I've been, doing wrong on the food. That I yes, I can see the little girls coming back out. Like I can see, and I know it's the sweating. That's why I really wanted to go against when people was like, well, people live in Florida and it's hot. Here, I'm just sweating, and there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, that's a blessing. I'm just sweating. There's nothing I can do about it. So I allow myself to sweat. I'm not running for cover all the time. I'm in the sun. I'm in the sun. I'm sweating just walking through the house. I don't have a fan in here, so I'm going to be sweating in here. But why I like to sweat? Because I like what it does for me. I know I feel healthier because I'm sweating so much. I know it's anti-aging. You know what I'm saying? Anti-aging agent in a sense. The sweat. It's going to keep you younger because what's going to crack in moisture? There's no cracking in moisture. Okay, it's not. There ain't nothing going to crack if it's moist. If it's dry, it's going to crack. And it's just that serious. So there is something to the sweating on a constant basis that I don't think has been studied thoroughly yet. And if it has, I haven't read it yet, and I would like to. So yeah, but Manifesting says, okay. Good morning, Beverly. Yes, life as moving meditation. Yes, ma'am, Jornay. I plan to travel to Africa. My ex-husband is from Senegal. Wow, that's gonna be beautiful. Hey, Lisa, you look great. Thank you, Felicia. Okay, see you soon. Hey, Joyce. Frank says, very good to meet Sister Ivy. Ghana Canadian. Yes, a Ghana Canadian. Yeah, she's beautiful too, y'all. She's chocolate beautiful, 6 feet one. And we about to meet. Like she's in Accra. I'm in Accra. We're into the same things. She got my whole life. Every time she's in media, she's media. So she gets to go in places and see things. And I'm about to have that life back. Like we're going to a couple of places. We're going to this place. What's the bar and grill? Republic Bar and Grill? I don't know, but in the place called, is it Osu? Osu. Frank, you know the town? Osu? That's where I'm trying to go. Okay. Please take us on a walk with you. Want to say, yeah. So the thing is, this is what I know when I was with Shantan, when I was born in the village, the people didn't, and I know when I was trying to do it at Malaka, the market, they was like they was gonna have my head, like they was not feeling no dang cameras in their face to the point that I knew it was kind of rude. So I do it safe. You want to be safe. A lot of times too, where I was, and this is just a thing. I'm just telling you, people will take your phone out your hand. Okay, so you got to be safe. That's why I don't do it. Or it's just so awkward. It's like it's not even comfortable. And you're trying to watch the cars and you're walking. That's why some people say a GoPro, I guess you could have it around your neck. That makes so much more sense. So the phone, iPhones, they could take that. Or even a camera. It looks too, I'm going to figure out how to do it where I'm going to get ahead of time and say, hey, I know we're having lunch today, but I want to put you on camera. Would that be okay? Or set up, people that I see I would like to talk to, set it up so we can actually do it that way, as opposed to trying to get people on. So that's why I don't as much. I like it too, because yes, please take it. Okay, like you did in yeah, it's different here. It's a little different. So we'll see. Pieces, hey, reclaiming our roots. But maybe when I sit stationary somewhere, I can record from there. So we'll see how we can work it. How's your daughter adjusting to living in Ghana? No, my daughter's not in Ghana. No, my daughter's in California. It's just me. Why? Let me ask you, why did you think my daughter was living with me? because my daughter's 23 years old. So I'm just curious. Could you tell me, reclaiming our roots, why did you think my daughter was with me? My daughter, yeah, I would love to know. I would love to know. Just curious. Lisa, do a virtual yard sale with your assistant on the video. Have breaks in the middle of the broadcast. Play music doing some showings of Ghana, etc. Okay, so do the virtual yard sale from our house. Okay, okay, all right, thank you. I have sold items on Facebook Marketplace. That is also, yes, that's a good point too. That's another one. Thank you. Thank you for your clarification. You're very welcome. Hello, my beautiful queen. Hey, Royal Justice. Hey, sis, where can I send you an email to get information on donations for food baskets? You can send an email to blackberrybeauty@gmail.com. Which is blackberry, BERRY, beauty@gmail.com. Thank you, sweetie. And Frank says, Ivy worked with Year Return. Yes. Y'all, I'm telling you, she gets you there. I'm trying to, we should all spread the wealth. You got to go over to her channel, Ivy Prosper, PROSPER. She's current. She got new videos. She got galas, fashion shows, showing festivals. Listen, I always say, everybody don't have to do the same thing. She's doing what I would have done, but I don't have to do it. So I'm good. She's great at it. She's media, so she gets media passes to go to certain places and go first. And she's showing you Accra, so you can feel like, okay, this is Accra. I could see it. So walking vlogs. If I showed you how I walk, you gotta watch. Ain't no sidewalk. You gotta walk, and it's not safe. It's not safe. And I've just been told, don't do it. People have had it. Ivy talked about having her phone taken. She was sitting there. Yeah. Another thing I remember I was doing back when I first got here, if you remember, I was recording in the back seat of the car when Kojo was driving until they told me that people will come into the car and take the phone. They will take your phone. Don't. I have people come up to the car knowing, you should be safe. You should always be safe. So yeah, my vlogging will be, but when I go to Cape Coast, when I go to Kumasi, when I go to places for my group, another thing, my group's getting stuff, because of my group, I went to the Osher fort, which is another slave dungeon, and then later on turned prison fort in Accra. And they got the whole thing, because I asked the guy, can I record it? He said, no problem. So I'm going to always ask. I tried to recall in W.E.B. Du Bois place. There was no recording, no pictures, no nothing. So I'll do what I can when I can. But we'll see. Let me go outside now. I am going to take my phone and I'm going to walk up the street and see how that feels. Woo! I need some cold water. So yes, ladies. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, I was okay. That's good. I know. I thank you. I just wanted to know how is she adjusted. That's such a great question. I think she. Well, first she's in school and online, so that keeps a lot. But I think she misses me, even though she told me, she said, "I miss you," and she said it's weird because even when you was here, I was in California, you was in North Carolina. So she says, when I say I miss you, it's kind of weird because it's not like we was sitting up in the same house together, right? So, and I say, oh, baby. And I think but she told me, but I love that you're happy. I can see you're happy. Let me get some water, y'all. Yes. So she's like, but I can see you happy. And I love that you're happy. And so somebody asked me too, and I wanted to answer that. It's very good to work with Ivy because she has more. Yeah, she has. We're gonna team up together. She's dope. Somebody asked me, and I didn't answer, and I know you asked me a second time, but it was on my Facebook, and you wanted to know, was Ghana a good place to travel with your children? See, okay. Is New York a good place to travel with your children? I mean, is Canada a good place to travel with children? I mean, If there's children in the world, then your children can live in that country. Sometimes I feel like we do this. We have to be careful. We, if you feel it, you got to get on the plane and take your child and go. If you could take your child to the Bahamas, you could take your child to Ghana. I never really understand that question. Is this a good place to travel with my children? Is there kids where you live? And is there kids where you're going? Then it's a good place. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, our kids are they can adjust, especially when they really are children. They will roll with you. Now, if you want to know specifically, then ask me that. If you want to know, this was ask me if you want to know about the schooling. Like, I'm not a mom, so that's not the first thing that I'm probably going to look at. So I'm going to say go to bloggers with children that live in Ghana. As far as would your children get along with other children, they would get along amazingly well. Like, if kids are kids, they like to play, they like amazingly well. But definitely go for the people that can answer the questions, that do the things that you do. And if I could find them for you, I'll let you know. I don't have children like that to move to know what that would be like, so I don't really know. But I mean, can you put your kids on the plane? If you pay a ticket, they're gonna put them. And will your kids just go through? Yes, because there's lots of children in Ghana, so your child's gonna be fine because there's a lot of children in Ghana. Sometimes we just got to make that our minds up and say, you know what, either I'm going or not. Get your kids some passports, then be serious. Then I know you serious. Get your kids their passport. Well, I don't know. I grew up, my kids come with me. Like, they ain't choices. They my kids. You do what I say. Like, you go where I go. Like, no. I mean, 17, 16, that's a little different story. Okay, you want to stay here with your dad, that's fine. But you talking about under 12? Under 12, we about you. I ain't asking you. I ain't asking you what. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. This is how we doing it. Most likely you thought of that and you probably moving because you want a better life for your children anyway. So, think about it. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm sweating. It's time to go. All right. Thumbs up, sisters and brothers. Yes. Thumbs up. Frank says, ha ha ha. It's funny, America is more scared than Africa. That is fact. Yes, exactly. I think, your due is like the fear of Africa. So we ask questions that sometimes I could tell by the question. I'd be like, ooh, what we think is happening? Are they going to take your kid? Wait a second. Now, we talk about, do you live in the United States? Anybody in the United States asking that? Prior to the pandemic, prior to it, there was black little girls getting snatched. Now, some Africans should be asking, is my kids going to be safe in America? Hell, nothing. It ain't the same. When I stayed with the family, the little kids is down the dirt road around the kids. Everybody, your mama, everybody, your father, like, nobody's going to take the kids. Nobody's going to take the children. But us in the States, you nervous. You know you ain't going to let them outside the front door. You ain't going to do it because you know today that's going to be dangerous. And you're not watching them. So when you think about questions for children, first thing about the country you come from. And then understand that. And I understand you don't know because you're thinking like everything's like your country. They ain't snatching them like they was in the States. So I think it's way better. You're not getting gunned down. It's not like the issue. It's a whole, and I think that's the thing we got to get ready for. It's normal here, and normal is so not what we live on a daily basis, is it? So our questions are not normal either. Our questions are amazing but it's okay. They got us. We're going to come back to ourselves, and we really come back to ourselves. There's so much that I would love to share with y'all, but I'm sharing it with my group right now, and y'all know y'all was in it, and I just got to leave it. It's like African ideology, African mindset, African way of being in the world, African cosmology, African epistemology, African, it's different. But the thing is, it's actually normal, and we are very abnormal. And that's why I think overcomers asking too many questions, needing to have them all answered before we could get on the plane. I wouldn't make any decisions. Well, okay, that's a lie. I obviously would. I am the one that came on vacation and stayed. So you ain't got to be that wild, okay? But you should come and visit with your children, especially if you're thinking about moving your children here. And they'll let you know. Travel is travel is travel. If you love traveling, your children will love it too. You got to make up your mind. They going with you until they're old enough to go with somebody else or be with themselves. Don't let them don't rob them of. They can learn 2 or 3 languages out here. They could be just. I mean, what a gift if I could get my daughter back. My daughter, my daughter. I know the heat. No, she can't deal with the heat. That's not what she do. So yeah, she gonna be missing me. But I think she will come visit, and I know that I will come visit her once it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yes. A lot of black people in the U.S. are brainwashed and thinking Africa is bad to visit by whites, but you see a lot of white people living in large in Africa, all the way. South Africa, a great example of Sun City, the beauty of it, the infrastructure of South Africa, because, others in black have been here for a while. And I do think it's true. I think you're right. I think they got us told things here. And then you come here and it's like peace. And I love the word normal because you think you're living a normal life until you go and you say, wow, oh, this is how people are supposed to relate and do and be and have. But it's okay. Come because it will, all of that stuff will break down. It's still breaking down in me. It's still so much to learn. It's still so much to understand. It's still breaking down. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. And you're right. They told us the horrible things. Excuse me. I'm just seriously detoxing. There's a little dust still in this room. But anyway, I love y'all. And I'm going to try to get some stuff out here. I'm going to try to do this, okay? That's going to be on the Afro Central Home Decor and Style channel. Until we get 1,000 subscribers, so like, share, subscribe, and we are almost close. We are very close. I'll be able to then do live streams outside. So I'm going to take y'all. Come to Afro Central Home Decor and Style channel, and let's see what we could do on the phone. I'm going to try it. It's a little place. It's a little more different here. Maybe we can do something. I would be happy to. So no problem. Let's go do it. Yes, America police supposed to protect you. Unfortunately, they are. Come on, brother. You said it. Karla says, children adjust quicker than we do. At the same time, if they see and feel your adult fear and hesitation, well, yeah, they will act the same. This is very true. The fear comes from the conditioning we've been accustomed to. We grew up with these conditions. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is. It is fear. And I think that, is it a fear, I want to ask you, is it a fear of traveling in general? Because I can understand that. Or I can understand it both ways. Or is it a fear of traveling to Africa for people? And if you have a fear of traveling to Africa, I would love to know what your fears are. Because I think that they would be other people fear it too, and I kind of want to feel like if I could just help in any way, I want to be able to do that. I think my fear wasn't the people or the place. I knew that it was going to take me. I was watching the Sister Ivy Prosper's videos, and she did people coming for the year return, and even the people that got their citizenship, and she asked them. A couple of them said the same story. They say, I came to visit and call my family, said I'm never coming back. So I'm not the first person who literally came to visit and literally never went back. Didn't go back to move, did everything from here. And one of the people said, Africa has a way of taking you and saying you're staying. And I don't know, like that was my life. So yeah, somebody that asked about getting with other Westerners, I am going to hook up with some of the Westerners. Ivy's one and other people that I would like that, but that idea that other people had it too, you don't know. Nobody could have ever told me I would have just not went back. And see, do you understand? I was not going back before they decided to close the borders. The borders were still open. I went and extended my stay. I was like, we good. When I told everybody I'm staying, I didn't even know it was going to come out of my own mouth. I had no idea. So it will. So don't worry about how you feel. Don't even worry about it because it will change once you get out there. So don't worry. You're doing good. It's good questions and it's okay to ask. Through you, we are seeing a different world, and I'm sure you completely understand. Some of the questions may seem simplistic to you because you travel internationally, but a lot of us have not. This is true. That's right, Royal. Naive and very curious. This is true. We truly appreciate you sharing truth. No problem at all. And so yeah, but I'm going to still question your questions because that's what teachers do. I'm still going to question your questions so you can start seeing how that alone may not says that. Oh, let me. She's trying to get us ready for the culture, so she's trying to get us to have a different thought. See, that's why I want to teach a course on African thought process, African way of being. This is not the place. It's a concept. You got to get it. My class knows that I've been doing it, and it'll help you really immerse yourself into the culture. I see some people have a problem because they don't that two-ness, that W.B. Du Bois talked about that we have in the U.S. That and it's so it don't fit here. So I'm going to question you. I'm going to question your questions because I want you to question your questions. So, and ask them for sure, but I'm going to always ask you to question your own questions. Why would you ask that if you were in Europe? Would you ask the very same questions? Is it a safety issue? Are you scared of yourself? Sometimes we are and we don't even know it. And it's not that we're scared of ourselves because we don't like ourselves. Sometimes that intensity of seeing yourself, it's intense because for so long you have not. So it is, you're right. There is going to be a breaking down. It's going to be a rebellion. There's going to be resistance. There's going to be fear. There's going to be unanswered questions. It's going to be deep. Everybody's going to go through their own thing. And I can't wait to have you come so we could kind of do that together and discuss what did it feel like. The time that I got off the plane and I entered into the airport, out of the airport, and I heard God is calling my name, I knew I was home. I knew I was home the way the weather felt, the energy that was in the air. And then every single day I was just like, wow. It's like I was created for this. The you are, the earrings, the colors, the dresses, the changing the hair, that's here too. But the simplistic country girl dress, that's here too. You know, it's like it's live music that's here too. Wait, who is this person? Like it's a country that was made for me. Your DNA don't lie. Your DNA holds memory. Your DNA holds feelings. Your DNA holds you. It holds you. And when you come home, you'll know it. And you'll change, and your face will change, and your mind will change, and your ideas and your aspirations, everything will change. Everything will change if you let it. So, all right, ladies, let's go get some walking in. Love y'all. Like, share, subscribe, comment, please. Continue to ask questions because it's true. I mean, you don't know. So we're going to be doing a series of courses. We're going to get your mind right. We're going to tell you the differences so you can understand it. And it's going to heal you and it's going to bring you a lot of prosperity and abundance. So I love you, ladies. I'll see you all in the next video. I'm going to go out for a walk and I'm going to take a phone. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace and blessings, ladies.